Hi everyone, Sandra Duran Wilson here. Welcome back to Mixed Media Soul Sparks. Every week I try and bring you some new ideas, some tips, some tricks to make your mixed media art the best it can be. And this week I want to focus on collage and a tip about using water to get your papers to go thin. To not wrinkle when you put them down on your collage. And I thought this was a really good tip. And I began to explore and experiment. And as you can see from my table, there's like a ton of stuff here. But I really wanted to take a look to see how it works with different papers. And so really the idea is that you get your paper wet before you put it on. And I've done that a lot with just misting a piece of paper before I apply it to my surface. And that works to a certain extent, but this is getting it more wet. And here's a little sample, see how well you can see it. This piece I just put on with the gloss medium. It's got some wrinkles in it. This piece, I got it wet and I really pressed it down. And there's no wrinkles in these pieces of paper. So it really does work. You have to be careful. Obviously, some papers are going to be more fragile than others. And sometimes you do want wrinkles. So it just depends on what you want. And I'm gonna try some different ones and show you the level of water I'm going to use. I'm using a gloss medium. And this is just a book page. So these, I already got these pieces on. This is black deli sheet, one of my latest discoveries that I just love. And it's thin, just like deli sheets, but it's black. And I got the paint on there. And you can see I got these on here nice and smooth, no wrinkles. I've got a little tray here with my spray bottle of water. I don't fill the tray up completely with water, just enough to get it sufficiently moist. As you can see, it's pretty drippy. Then I'm going to get a paper towel because I discovered that if I kept it really, really wet, it just kind of stretched out a bit too much. So now that I have it really wet, I'll just put it over here onto the paper towel to blot off a little bit of that water. Come in with the gloss medium. And I'll put this on top. Come on. It also gives you a little wiggle room to pick up the paper and move it. So while it's wet, I'm just really pressing it down just to make sure there's no wrinkles. Now this paper is a book page. It's a little heavier. Down here, this is the, let's just switch over to this other paper real quick. This is tea bag paper, and it's printed in my inkjet printer, and it's running, so I can't get it too wet. But I'll put this over here. And you can see how subtle it can be. I think this is a fun way to jumpstart a background. Let's get this piece in here. This is the deli sheet. This one I found takes a little bit more water. It's a little bit more stretchy. And it's already a little wrinkled from where I painted it. But this is where I can come in with my finger, or the other tool I like to use is this, and just really start to press it down. and blot out some of that extra. And we'll let that dry. I'm going to show you another one over here. So here's a picture of the black deli sheet. You can see it's the same size. It's really great for painting with interference paints on it and just book pages. So depending on the paper you're using, you're going to kind of have a different reaction. The thinner papers, like what I'm going to show you here. This is a regular deli sheet that I have stamped on. And I'll just put it back over here in the tray. Spray a little more water. This paper is probably going to be pretty absorbent, so I might need to put a little more gloss medium. I don't think it's got any size in it, meaning everything's going to soak right in. So I have a little composition in mind, so we'll see if that works. Here's my tool. I'm working on top of a silicone sheet, which makes it easy to clean up and blot. So I'll put this piece. Usually I put my gel medium in a little container instead of sticking my brush in the bottle, but sometimes you just gotta go with what you got in front of you. So that had a lot of water on it. I've got these pieces I'm going to layer. I haven't tried this one yet. This is a Joss paper, like from the Asian market. You can pick these up. It may fall apart. It may bleed. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. Orange is bleeding a little bit, but it's okay. Add a little color to it. I think I'll put it this way. Now I'm going to just pour this because I know I had a little orange on that. And this is a tissue paper. Okay, let's line this up. Blot out some of that extra water. And I think this really makes a difference with getting it to be really smooth. My deli sheets in there, some more water. Well, I just tore that one, so Now we see how fragile they can be. And then after this dries, I'll trim this down. And I'll show you how smooth this can be. So a handy little trick to use, whether it's on panel, paper, canvas, just getting your papers wet. You're just going to have to experiment with different papers. You saw some would bleed, some worked fine, some would tear a little bit. And I just watch them as they start to dry. And if I need to rub it down a little bit more, use my finger, come back in with this tool. I can get more pressure on that. But be careful if you're using it on a very delicate paper. But I like the way that this shows through, and this will be a nice little finished piece at the end. So a great little tip to use. You don't have to soak the whole thing in water. Just get it nice and wet, and then blot some of the extra water off, and you can begin to just layer everything. Okay, until next time. Have fun creating and sign up for the newsletter. Check out my website. All kinds of different things happening. So have a creative week, and I'll see you next time. Join the Creative Awakening Community on Facebook, where you'll be able to post your art, connect with other creatives around the world, and ask questions. Use the hashtag #MixedMediaSoulSparks when posting your work on social media. Thanks for joining me.